Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Atlas. I got a quick video going on for you today. What just happened to SafeMoon? Well, some crazy stuff went down, and if you guys see that I got a big smile on my face, it's because I actually personally think this is really good news. You know, some people want to be negative Nancy on things, but the way I'm looking at it, for the reasons I'm about to explain to you, I'm actually very bullish on this. If you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe for more cryptocurrency news and technical analysis. Also, if you can, click the thumbs up like button. It would be greatly appreciated. It definitely helps us out with the YouTube search algorithm. And also click the bell icon so you know whenever we have a new video. Keep in mind, guys, I am not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing with you is my own opinion, my own point of view on things. All right, so as you guys can see, just kind of around my webcam a little bit here, there's a lot of green that's going on. And it's been going on now for the last couple hours. People say, buy the dip, sell the rip, right? Okay, so here's what's been going on for over on the charts. Actually, let me go ahead and start off with something else real quick. So I'm on Twitter at CryptoAtlasYT. If you guys want to check me out, feel free to drop me a follow. Would love to grow the Twitter community. This Sunday, which is tomorrow as of the time I'm making this video, SafeMoon is going to be discussing and showcasing a demo, a preview for their SafeMoon wallet. Okay, so if you guys want to check that out, feel free. Make sure you check them out on Twitter at SafeMoon. Give them a nice little follow. You're going to have all the information that should be shared there. I also share the information to the live stream as soon as I find out about it. So again, you can follow me. You can see a lot of the updates that are going on. More than likely, they're going to give you other updates as well. Some really good news that it sounds like should be coming our way is that the exchange is more than likely going to be coming within the next 2 months. They were planning to do this within the next 6 months, and apparently they had a nice little meeting with what's called the Apollo 10, which I guess is like 10 individual investors. Maybe they paid for extra. I don't know what the details are on that, but it was being discussed in Discord about some of the topics that they had, and I guess one of the topics was about the exchange. And so SafeMoon actually recently hit their goal of $1 million. They're fundraising that to try and help expedite the development process for this exchange. And lo and behold, it sounds like it's much more realistic that we could have that exchange coming sooner rather than later, which again is more bullish news. It's another use case. The sooner that we get these use cases, then the sooner that all the naysayers will start to fade away and they'll stop complaining about this sort of fact and calling it a scam and all these other things. I can understand the risk factors with going into this. I am an investor, and the golden rule of investing, guys, never invest more than what you're willing to lose. I think the community engagement for this project is huge, and it has a lot of potential project spaces that it's delving into. I like the tokenomics function of the coin in general. First mover's advantage is one of the key things with this. And so, yeah. And just to clarify, too, I'm going to go ahead and say this on record. I sold my Orchid. I got rid of all of my Orchid, and I moved it over into SafeMoon. I do have other cryptocurrencies, right? I still got my Bitcoin, my Ethereum. I got a whole bunch of other altcoins, little amounts here and there of certain things. But for my Orchid, I just said, you know what? Let me take my profits on this coin, and I moved everything over to the SafeMoon side. That's how much that I'm believing in this project, just so you guys know. And I've been a huge supporter proponent for Orchid, but it's been very stagnant, the VPN industry space. I got my other reasons for it. Again, you guys can believe in whatever projects that you want. For all I know, Orchid could just suddenly start taking off, and I look back and I regret that I didn't keep anything of it. But, you know, that was my position on that. Regardless, let's go and take a look at the chart here. And as you guys can see, it had a massive drop that took place. Well, this was actually in accordance with that of a large whale. This whale that ended up selling this off was, at the point in time, number 2 on all of the wallet holders for SafeMoon, right? Now they're positioned at number 3. So there's a couple good things that happen with this. I'll discuss the bad as well. So the good news is that this actually went from them having a percentage holdings of about 3.8%, now dropped down to 3%. This is actually lower than the liquidity that's associated with that of PancakeSwap. So to see an individual holder that has less than that value is, in my opinion, good. This top wallet address that you see here, this is the burn wallet. That is not an individual wallet holder's account, so do not fret about that. This is the main account we're trying to keep an eye on, right? 3% right there. They sold off. It was, I think it was about $24 million worth or so. If we go ahead and hop on over here to the transactions that we can see that they have pulled off here just recently, we have within the last couple hours they did a couple big ones. We had one here. This is in the millions and then billions. So they did 2 billion of the SafeMoon tokens sold off right there. And then this one was a huge one because this was 2 trillion. And here's another 2 trillion tokens. And the other good news with this, guys, is that this large trade volume that's been transacted right here means that 5% of those trades are burned. They're gone, right? So that means the total supply is going down. We want those kinds of moments. We want the large whales to do trades off like this, because now they're also going to be getting less reflections. So all those trades that happen, the rewards that are going to go to this person is going to go down. You understand this, I hope. And on top of that, their balance for their account is much lower. So the next time they try to do a huge sell-off again, it's going to have less of an impact on the total market cap itself. So it's good to have these kinds of moments. In addition to that, the good news is that it creates a buying opportunity. So if you had some funds on the side, or you believe in the project and you want to get in, well, here is a perfect chance for you to try and do so. Again, this is not financial advice. This is my own opinion on this, but just take a look at the chart here, right? This massive drop went through multiple levels on the Fibonacci sequence. Way oversold, in my opinion. By doing so of an entry point here, you're coming in, this is about the 2880 point, okay? We're already up to 3447. What does that translate over to? Let's take a look at the percentage gains. And I always forget where I put this. Oh, not where I put this, where they put it. Okay, so if we actually look just from the baseline, if you got in right at the bottom when that person sold, you'd already be up 20%. Yes, the 24-hour change says minus 26.85%. But again, where do you enter? You buy the dip, you sell the rip. You get at the bottom, right? Be fearful when people are greedy. Be greedy when people are fearful. If you got in, you capitalized on this opportunity, you would already be up 20% on the daily. So just keep that in mind. If it was from the actual top point up on the way down and you're curious how much it actually dropped in total, that was 36.5%. So that huge sell wall that ended up happening caused it to drop 36.5%. But where are we going from here? Well, as you guys can see, we're still getting consecutive green candles. These large red candles and stuff that you're seeing with these large wicks in the bottom, those are abnormalities. So just keep that in mind, okay? Except for this one candle. The reason why I say they're abnormalities is because you can actually see that even though it massively dropped like this, the next candle was right next to the top. That's because of a discrepancy in prices between that of, or maybe not even the prices itself, but with PancakeSwap, they have version 1 and version 2. You can actually buy SafeMoon through version 1. In fact, it's highly encouraged right now because there's, I guess, some issues that are kind of going on with version 2. And so the chart is seeing these weird variations that's going on between version 1 of PancakeSwap and version 2 of PancakeSwap. So it's not because somebody massively sold off a ton and then it came right back up. Don't get that twisted. This one was a legitimate candle though, and you could tell that because where it ended, the next candle actually had a continuation up, whereas these ones just started right next to the very top again. So do keep that in mind, okay? So as we're moving up here, the next major level is going to be at 35.96. Next level up above that is going to hit the 4 range, 4030. Then we got 4407. Up above that is going to be 4761. And then if we can break above the 5, guys, we're starting to look really good heading back towards this previous high. Look at this amount of consolidation. A lot of people are talking about this in the Discord. This amount of consolidation going sideways is pretty unheard of for it to be within such a variable range. That means that when people were trying to sell off, other people were ready to buy that back up at that same point. And we kept testing the level over and over again. We were looking at an expected movement more than likely within the day position. I know what I'm drawing right now is really broad and generalized, but just keep in mind that yes, we were expecting some sort of a move. We ended up having a downwards move in the symmetrical triangle pattern, but now we're seeing the recovery position starting to show its formation. Volume itself is looking like it's kicking up a little bit as well on the daily here. So things are looking really interesting right now. How this is going to play out next, we'll have to wait and see. In other news, there's a billboard that's in New York City in Times Square. It is showing for 1 minute every hour for the next 24 hours. That was a fundraiser somebody did through a GoFundMe. I believe it was $15,000. And ladies and gentlemen, we now have advertising going on for SafeMoon as well in Times Square of New York City. So very bullish news in that regards too. Again, you can see all the latest transactions that are going on here. I'm looking at charts.bogged.finance if you're curious about that website. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video there. If you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe. Feel free to check me out on Twitter, guys, at CryptoAtlasYT. Would love for you guys to be a part of that community. Also, if you can, click the thumbs up like button on this video. Helps us out with the search discoverability. Click the bell icon so you know whenever we have a new video. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hopefully, we're at a much higher price. We'll have to wait and see how things go. Oh, a little bit of a sell, but we're still going green. Some nice little happy trees. Lots of green going on. I'll talk to you guys later.